Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. I'm the Radio Man 03. It's awesome to have you along. 8.2 Experimental was launched today. I don't know if you guys want me to abandon the world we have now and start an 8.2 Experimental world, or what do you want to do? I kind of feel like maybe we should stick around here, but they introduced a brand new desert starter planet. Looks pretty cool. And all kinds of new changes, too. Like, I think one of the biggest changes that I saw is that instead of all the POIs in the entire world being rendered as soon as you get here into your memory, they're only going to show up as you approach them and get close to them. So it should help a lot of folks with issues in playing the game. So let me know. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to do. I'm having a great time right now. It doesn't really matter to me what we do. We've got a good start here. Some changes I've made since the last episode is number one, the landing gear. I doubled it up because, yeah, there was some concern that maybe it was going to be a little front heavy. So we'll see how this works out. Right now, it's kind of what I've come up with for the landing gear. I've also exchanged the really tall landing gear for the shorter version of the landing gear. At least I think I did. I thought. This looks like the same tall stuff, doesn't it? Now that I look at it. Let's take a look here and see. Just out of curiosity. I think I might have the wrong one. I've got the other stuff that we need for the ship as well. I do. I've got the wrong stuff on here. I wanted these to be the shorter ones. Because I think the shorter ones look a little bit better. They're not going to be quite so long in the tooth here. So I think, yeah, I think this is going to be just fine. Isn't that weird? Oh, I guess I put the one on because I had the other one on there already. Watch out. Look out, man. So anyways, yeah, I'm putting I've kind of changed this up a little bit I've got to be really close to the ground and right up underneath here to get this to go where it needs to go. We're going to move forward just a little bit more. And that one goes there. There we go. I should be able to get that one on there. Okay. How about from here? Can I get this on there without having to go all the way over there? Nope. And there we go. That one. Okay. The rest of them we should be able to just come down here like so. Gosh, I didn't even notice that. I'm using the wrong ones. It's... Oh, my gosh. Okay. Let me get these switched around. I'll be right back. There we go. Okay, that's better. That's going to keep it a little bit lower to the ground. The landing gear just doesn't look as big and as tall, you know. So I feel like that's pretty good. A couple of things you guys brought up, and thank you for the answer to the question, was the ventilator. Would I need a ventilator? And yes, we do need the ventilator. So I've put a ventilator right in here. So we've got that. I guess, see, I don't know what now I know what it's for, but I guess when you build an SV and all you have is the cockpit and you don't have an area that you're walking around in, you really don't need something like that because everything's taken care of in the cockpit. But since we do have a cabin back here, we do need a ventilator into in the build. So we've got that going for us. Blueprint. Somebody said I should also make a blueprint. I do not know how to make a blueprint. I don't know. It says blueprints here, but these are blueprints that are already here. You know, prefab stuff that I can just download and make as long as I've got the items here. So I'm not quite sure how to make a blueprint of the ship to save it. So let me know how to do that, and I will do that and save the ship as a blueprint so that we can, you know, I can make it anywhere I want to make it if I want to make this ship again. Personally, I really like building something and then not building it again. I like to keep building different things because each thing I build gets a little bit better and better and better. As far as I'm concerned, that's how I feel about it. And so I don't usually like to go back and repeat things again. Let's see here. I think let's pull this up. I think I'm going to go ahead and drop it. I think I've done everything I can do in preparation. We've got, there was some concern too about these are called thruster jets. I looked in the constructor. There's a few things that are just called thrusters. This is a thruster regular. These are thruster jets. I don't know. And there was a concern with whether or not the thruster jet would work in space. God, I hope so. I hope so. Let's go ahead and drop it and we'll give it a whirl here and see what happens. And we're in. Beautiful. Okay, and you're absolutely right. No matter if I'm here and jump into the cockpit, I could jump right back out of the cockpit, and it's going to put me right here. If I get into the cockpit right here, it's going to drop me off right there. That's why I was talking, I think it's an episode recently, if you're running and you jump towards your ship and you jump into the cockpit, it usually spits you back out right there at the same spot. So let's go ahead and get this thing loaded up. We can throw all this stuff in here. We might as well. We're going to throw all the rounds in there. Our missiles in here. And then fuel, we're going to have to go hit the P menu. We got our main. Let's go fill all. Alright, we've got warp tank filled as well, and oxygen. Okay, that's all filled up. And I think oxygen, what we'll do is we'll put the oxygen here, the extra oxygen there. Fuel, we'll put, yeah, right in here. This is a good spot for it. I've got a little bit of food to keep in the fridge. We've got some more pentaxid, refined pentaxid. Also, did you guys notice that we've got some different looking stuff? The ore scanner, all this stuff is looking a little different. Let's go ahead and, I was going to say turn that on. I guess if we look down here. Ooh. Oh, look at all the, let me turn my light off. Wow, it's really bright back in here. Why is it so bright? I have 0 lights in here. I guess just all the lights off of everything in here. Oh, look at those thrusters looking sexy up there. Under the wing here, I curved this all out and closed it up, so I wanted to show you that guy. I want to show you guys that. And up here on top, I added some vents here. We're just missing a block there. and I've added vents above the thrusters as sort of a way to, you know, release heat and stuff like that. Let me see that ventilator from the top. That's pretty cool. It doesn't actually move or anything, huh? It just serves a purpose, I see. So I did the same thing over here, the ventilation, and we need a block to go into that spot right there. Let's go ahead and grab one real quick so we can get that fixed up. We don't want to fly around in a cruddy ship, assuming, of course, we're going to get off the ground. You never know. You never know. This is an experiment. Experiment in shipbuilding for the radio. This is what, my 3rd ship I've built? You know, and it's the largest one I've built so far. But she looks pretty sexy. I like those lights outside there. And I put 2 more of those right in the back over here, too. I wonder if those are what's giving off some of the light on the inside. It's dark. It's going to be dark. I'm going to take off when it's light out. Let's see how this looks down here. We've got plenty of room between the thrusters and the ground. You can see the landing pads are locked to the base right now, so if we don't have enough thrust to go up, then we're not going to go anywhere. It'll just sit here. But this light right here, I wonder if that's going to be good. I mean, it's okay, but it'd be better if it was up front here, pointing down. On our guns, I did add some thin pieces of, let me look at this here real quick. Hardened steel blocks, some thin ones around the miniguns here, and then we've got one out the front too. So I've got 3 miniguns and I've got 4 rockets. The rockets I put right here. Boom, 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 boom. This could all change depending on whether or not this thing flies and how it operates today. So we'll have to see. Let's give it a little fly up here and take a look. Looks pretty sweet. Looks pretty nice. We could add a light inside the cockpit as well. It's just so funny how the back end of it's lit up so well. It's really lit up well. I'm going to wait for the sun to go down, and then we're going to, if I hit Y here. Oh, look at that. Okay, so P, I can just turn the thrusters off. There we go. And now you know what? Before I do that, I've got some food in my inventory. I'm kind of curious. Currently, we should only be running the items that are inside the ship. There's the food. There's the fridge. Okay, so I've got the food in the fridge. That's worked out great. Okay, beautiful. Okay, it looks like all my containers are lit up. I love the streamlining lights on all the containers. It's really awesome. We have access to that too. Okay, awesome. Very good. Our door has got the seal on it. Oh, man, that's awesome. I'm loving that. Thrusters are off, so right now we're just running the power for the inside of the ship. Right? That's all that's on. Yeah, okay. I'm going to take a sleep, and then I'll be back, and we're going to take off and see if we could fly around a little bit. I'll be back. I've taken a nice nap. It is daytime again. We'll head on out and take a look. See if she'll fly. Thanks for the name suggestions. I've not picked anything yet. Well, let's see what we have here before we jump into naming anything. I figure if these bigger thrusters in the back are not powerful enough, we've still got space to add more if we need to. So there's always that. How close does that come? Not going to come close to the ground. But it is a little something for us to just hop up onto, right? I mean, that's kind of a good thing right there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. Not picking up radiation from anything. There's no radiation noise going on. So having the fuel tanks at the bottom is a good thing, and then the generators, looks like it's the generators do not give you the radiation. It is the fuel tanks that give the radiation. So that's what I'm seeing here right now. Anything else I changed? I did add more of these metal plates around the edges just to kind of trim it out a little bit. I left them off the sides here just because. Oh, here we go. Thrusters on. Ooh, we're up. Hold on. We gotta see this. I gotta see this. We're up in the air. It lifted off just fine. Look at that. Pulled it right up off the ground. Oh, the thrusters, they glow so heavenly. Didn't have any problem getting up off the ground. Hey. I can reach that right here. That's nice. Okay, beautiful. Oh boy, guys. Let's do it. We gotta go down a little bit. Okay, the upper the thrusters that push us down do a nice job of that too. Oh, Alt. It's got good lift. We're not getting any power usage is at 38%, so I think that's good too. Let's rock it a little bit and see how we do. Turn all that stuff off so you guys can see better. Can I scroll back a little bit further just so you can see it? Let's take a look. You know what? I'm not super fond of the landing gear. I may work that a little bit more just to see if I can get it a little closer to the body of the ship. And now it looks to me like, well, let's land it and let's see how that does as we land. I'd say the 2 thrusters on top is plenty for landing. Yeah, I would like the landing gear to be smaller. I think you guys would agree with that. I'll have to come up with some kind of design to get it. I want the thrusters off the ground, but I don't think they need to be quite that far off the ground. I think I've got an extra block or two of space that I could actually have some fun with that and work that out a little bit. It's nice to see that we're only at 38% of the power usage. What is this over here? It's a transport ship. Let's get F6 back up. Yeah, that's a troop transport. What's it doing here? I think I heard the troop transport ships are broken. They're not working right, but they're supposed to be getting fixed. She's a big girl, that's for sure. Yeah, what's this guy doing out here? Laser upgrade kit. Seemed kind of cheap. But what are you gonna do? It's not my fault he's busted. Not my fault his ship's all busted up. We need to probably have our weapons down here. Would be a good idea, wouldn't it? And pulse rifle tier 2 here. And the shotgun. Oh, have I got 2 shotguns on me? Shotgun tier 2, shotgun tier 2. I do. And then we'll get our pistol over here. Alright, beautiful. Oh, this is... the gun's got a new look, too. It's white. What's the shotty look like? It looks kind of the same. And that guy looks the same, too. I love the way that pistol looks. I love the pistol look. But the pulse laser... the pulse rifle has got kind of a different look to it. It's got a little more white on it, I guess, is what I'm noticing. Should we go pick on that, the next piece of Robinson Protocol? Approach the compound? You know what it could use? It could use probably a couple more RCSs. Where is and as we went to space, you can see that more of the map is open to us now too. Radar station. 12.87. Whew. That's a bit of a flight. Let's see how she does, though, as we fly along here. I left the back door open. Yep, I'm ready to go build something in space. I think I could probably build something in space but using this ship. I've got more fuel. I could put more fuel in. What's the solution to that, you guys? 22.3 minutes of power left. It has 2 fuel tanks in it. I guess if I added a couple more fuel tanks, I would get twice as much time. Granted, if we go out of the atmosphere, we should have quite a bit more time. Because we're weightless. So we should be able to get more time out in space. And it needs to be textured and painted as well. It's bothering me that I left the door open. It's the little things, you know. I wonder if we'll run into anything we haven't seen yet. It's not super fast. We could probably put a couple of more jets on the back. Yeah, we are going to be opening new territory, so we may come across other things as well on the way. So I'll keep you guys here with me. We're just going to test out the ship, see how it does. It's a little slow, a little bit sluggish. We're doing 49, as opposed to our little bumblebee guy there. He does 114, so it's a little slower. But then again, this is a bigger ship, a much bigger ship. You could probably park 2 or 3 of those guys inside the entire distance of this one, the length of it. Ah, beautiful. Sorry if there's delays in uploading. I know the last Empyrion was uploaded probably about 8-9 hours later than normal, but we've got our monsoon, as I mentioned last episode, going on, and we just get these storms that roll in, and it knocks out the internet, it knocks out the power. Sometimes it's just for a few seconds, but it's enough to really, it just shuts down the upload, and then I got to start the upload all over again. And when you're uploading 50+ minute in length videos, it takes about 3 hours to do one. So I typically try to start the upload at about 5 o'clock, and then by 8 p.m. just before I go to bed, it's usually done, and I can put it up, and if you guys give it a few minutes, you know, the rendering's all taken care of. You can watch it in 1080. So that's usually how I do it. But last night was Wednesday night. It shut down at about 7. We had a little power surge that kicked the internet and the power, and you know, it's just one of those things that happens. And so I couldn't get the episode uploaded until I woke up this morning at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. It's such an ugly time. Ooh, there be golems out here. There be golems out here. So I might be wise to put a couple more thrusters on here in the back to get us going a little bit. I don't think I have the sleeping bag with me. I don't know if fighting at night is probably a very good idea. Is this another radiated biome up here? It sure is. Look at that. Got us another radiated biome up here. Well, that's great. I'll take that. You notice the radar is not showing us, as far as I could tell, it hasn't shown us anything really yet that we bumped into. Is that my headlight that's turning everything on like that? It's making it glow at night? That's pretty cool. Oh, look at the clouds increase too. Oh, this is a purple one. I need to make sure I switch to my... I can't see anything out there. I'm just wasting rounds right now. Okay, so it looks like we've got at least 3 drones over there at that radar station. I am going to back out of here. It's going to take a little while for the sun to come up. I'm going to wait for the sun to come up, and then we're going to head over there, and we are going to take a look at the radar station and see what it has to offer us. So I'll be right back. It's literally taking forever for the sun to come up. I'm impatient. There's something up in the sky here. I'm going to stay in this view here so we can see what we're looking at. See if anything starts shooting at me. Oops, wrong button. Xenu mainframe. Xenu mainframe. Nothing's shooting at me. Nothing's shooting at me from up here. Interesting. Okay, I don't see anything shooting there. It looks like we're taking some fire, though. Why is it not hitting? I think I've got these rockets in the wrong spot. Looks to me like they're getting some interference from under the ship. I might be shooting myself, possibly. Marvelous. Oh boy. Let's back out a little bit and make some repairs to this windshield. Holy cow. We'll go back in again. You know what? I'm going to wait for the sun to come up. It's just going to be safer. I'm going to be able to see a little bit better too. These windows are tinted, and I think that's causing some challenges in seeing for sure. Okay, I'll be right back. And we're back. Ran home. They blew a thruster off of here, and they blew the front Gatling gun off of here too. It's having a hard time seeing what I'm aiming at in here with this glass. It's a little difficult to see. windshields. Well, those guys are strong. Something broken now that they've got this update here? That's weird. My whole front cockpit is wide open. Oh no, I thought these blocks were supposed to be stronger than that. Let's go to V mode so I can maybe see a little bit better. I'm not too thrilled with the glass in the cockpit. We got rid of that fortification there, which caused most of the damage. There's another fortification right over there too. I can't go in there and do that though. It will definitely annihilate me, that fortification over there, for sure. There's another one over there too. There's 4 of them here. Yeah, that is, that's well protected, and I can't see anything on the ground. We're gonna have to come back on a different day. We're gonna have to come back on this a different day. I got stuff shooting at me from behind, too. Can't see anything through that windshield. The Gatling guns don't seem to be working very well either. There's some 4-legged bug things out here on the ground. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are we looking like here? Oh my god, the whole front end is gone. We're out of here. I thought for sure those blocks would be a little bit better to protect me. But taking direct hits like that with those missiles is not a good thing. So we're going to have to come back and try again is what we're going to have to do. But I've got to repair everything up front. And there's a few other things I'd like to see on the ship too. I would like to see a couple more side thrusters, at least one more side thruster on each side to give us more maneuverability for strafing left and right, because right now it is extremely slow. It's just really very difficult to try to dodge shots that are coming in. Forward speed, I wouldn't mind another 2 thrusters, smaller ones in the back to kind of push us along. And then I don't know what to do about the windshield. The glass is really dark. It's very difficult to see out of it. And I didn't notice that there's a special glass for cockpits. It seemed like that was the glass that you would use. So maybe if I've got better strafing ability and things like that, it won't be quite so bad. But yeah, they blew the crap right out of the front of our ship. It's gone. I mean, look at that. You can see, you can see me in there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we took a little bit of damage, I'd say. They took, well, how was I shooting anything with Gatling guns when they're all gone? Every single one of the Gatling guns is gone. Yeah, there's nothing in there to shoot. Yeah, they win that round. We'll have to go back and try it again. I guess what I could try to do is take the front end and make it that hardened steel, but we don't have the materials to do that with. We need the sathium and stuff, so we're just going to have to go back in slowly but surely and, you know, take out those, whatchamacallits, those fortifications that are around there and get them removed. But they have, it looked to me like they had some kind of like a heat seeker missile or a honing missile, because it was definitely curbing and coming right at me. So yeah, it's a bad thing. I will meet you back at base and we'll take a better look at the damage that was caused and talk a little bit more about this. Well, I took the multi-tool and I repaired the blocks that are left on the front end, but you could see they absolutely 100% annihilated the front end of the ship. Just annihilated it. Really did a number on me here. So, you know, that is definitely a thing right there. They definitely kicked my butt. Xerax 1, radio 0 so far. But yeah, so I'm going to have to go back and put this all together. They took all the Gatling guns off. They did damage the thrusters in the front as well as these two cannons. There was damage all the way down the side. Matter of fact, I think I still see some damage on the ship. Repair. I think I see a little bit right here. Yeah, these guys really did a number on us. And then I didn't notice the little shooting from down below either. Those guys from underneath were shooting at us as well. And so, yeah, you can see all the way underneath here. So they were underneath us shooting up. And it's really hard to see in that zone. It's very difficult to see. I'll have to get underneath there with the drone to fix the rest of this stuff. But yeah, it's just I'm still finding stuff that's broken on here that I'm going to have to go back and fix, and then we'll go back out again and see if we can't you know, get some redemption here. Holy cow, they just they really did me in there. Okay. That's going to have to do it for today's episode. I don't have a ship left. But that was a good test run. You know what? Before I say adios, muchachos, I need to see if I don't even know if I've got this set right. I'm going to have to work on this on my own because I'm going to have to go back and figure it all out. I do want to put... let's go ahead and do this right now. Here and here. We are going to put this guy in here. I want that on top. There we go, just like that. We're going to put that guy right in there and that guy right in there. I want more thrust to the side for sure, because that is definitely a problem. I don't like not being able to strafe a little bit better than that. So we're going to go ahead and do this first, right off the bat. And like that and like that. That should help us out. Odds are fuel tanks, I'm probably going to need more of those as well. I would think at least one more fuel tank would probably be helpful until we take this out in space. You know, no. That really, it kind of flustered me a little bit. That was pretty exciting. I mean, I did not realize there was going to be that much opposition to us when we went out there, but there was a ton of it for sure. So yeah, I've got to go back around, fix all this up. You know, one of the issues too is that this smaller block here does not have as many hit points as the other ones do. But I don't know what I was building this ship for. More fighting or to do this? I don't know. So yeah. I'll you know what? I'll come back next episode and we'll go out there and we'll finish it off. We should be able to get rid of those last two guard towers, take care of the ground forces, and then go in and do some looting and stuff like that, and approach the compound. I did approach the compound twice, and both times I had to back out. So yeah, that was something. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, hit that like button for me. Comment, subscribe, and share on the Radio Man 03. Have an awesome, fantastic, and a superb day, and I look forward to talking to you again next time.